It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Packers and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 19-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 23 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Fields throw going into the hands of Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here off. Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he is... Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Stevenson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Stevenson again, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. And you look at this Saints defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback. You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here off. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They send Parker in motion left. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hayden Hurst, 31 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. This taken in right around the goal line. And shoves him off at the 20. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, never mind, Monday.
On play action, Fields. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Trey Palmer with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Again, that's Hurst. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Saints. Hayden Hurst with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
2nd and 10. Fields again. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Fields.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Here we go.
First down. First and 10
You got
at the 5-yard line.
Out.
Again, Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now it's Fields.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 9-yard line.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Tua's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, two.
Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense set to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Quez Watkins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
On play action, here's Tua. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And Thomas has it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll find Parker again, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 12-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No muss, no muss.
Back to throw. Fields.
And a loose football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. So here are the Saints to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 and now on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Daniil Hunter from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Here's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Touchdown!
Mike Williams.